this was pre-OSAP.
Okay,
Apart
so
na lang, hindi
that
ako
was
mag-isip.
maybe like late 90s, something like that starts.
Yeah, and so the
Kanina pa ako
bottom
ligaga
line
kasi
is that this
hinihintay ko
activity,
yung
this aggressive activity toward the craft,
results ng
you know, is
nursing
a great
exam.
source of concern,
Yung nursing exam, bakit?
and it's part
Yung
of
pintan
what
ko.
they're so concerned about quote
Hindi sabi ni Gab, today daw
disclosure.
eh.
Being
Ito din
able to
malalaman.
feel that the
Sabi
national
ng
security
PRC.
state apparatus has taken it upon itself
Ay, na
to
kanina pa ako
engage in
nagre-refresh.
activities that could be perceived as an act of war against
Pagpala-
this
Sino kasi ako,
organization.
friend?
You know, in making out their own mind that, well, them having
Baka
shut
blinak
off
mo pa ako.
our nuclear missiles was an act of war, and so therefore they thought that they were entitled to retaliate against them. You know, that whole kind of activity going on outside of the control of Congress, you know, is contrary to the Constitution of the United States. You know, the United States government and the Congress is supposed to be in charge of making decisions as to whether we're going to engage in acts of war toward a foreign power. You know, they've got all kinds of efforts that have been made by the Covert Operations Division of the CIA, the 5412 Committee of the National Security Council, who take it upon themselves to take initiatives under the Covert Operations and the Intelligence Act that they've done. But the bottom line is that in my judgment, this is not constitutional. That they are committing perjury, they're lying to the United States Congress, they're conducting military operations against the craft that would be considered an act of war. And so therefore, that there is some strong reason to believe that they've engaged in some sort of communication, which is designed to establish some sort of set of protocols pursuant to which they engage with each other. The craft are clearly engaging in activities that are viewed as surveillance. You know, that they're surveilling our nuclear aircraft carriers, our nuclear submarines. They're monitoring places where our nuclear weapons are stored. They're monitoring our private nuclear facilities, energy facilities, etc. You know, so they're engaged in a very effective surveillance system about our nuclear capacities. Now, national security state people immediately experience that as dangerous to have
Ang ganda
some
naman
sort of
ng matchup,
foreign
Brom tapos
power,
MF.
you know, surveilling our top secret facilities, etc. Whereas other people on the planet view our activities in developing those
Kahit yung
major
nakap
weapons
ni
and
ano,
threatening to use
nabablock
them,
mo eh, di ba?
in deploying them,
Ayun ang
and
hindi ko
targeting
sigurado.
other people with them as being acts of aggression, you know, which they are. We know from the
Labang arcane tong si
now
Brom.
from the
Lumabas siya sa ano.
Uy, ang
United
ganda naman
States
ito skin na
Defense
to.
Foreign Policy
May Dark Star
Guidance
Silas
Office,
pala.
for example, we know that in fact that the United
Uy,
States
bakit
National
500
Security
pesos
State
skin to?
apparatus is engaged in an affirmative, aggressive program of attempting
ang
to
pangit ito,
establish
Freljord
full-spectrum
Silas.
military dominance over the planet.
Hindi mo
And
may
they've acknowledged it.
When?
This was in
Ganda lang Silas
April
eh.
of
Ang ganda ng Dark Star.
1992.
Favorite kong Dark Star na
That
skin
after
line.
Gorbachev dissolved the Soviet Union and secured the
kulay nila.
agreement,
Meron ako nung mythic skin ni
HW
Zylas.
office?
Nakuha ko lang sa
with
box.
HW and James Baker, both agreeing with
dapat.
Gorbachev to
Hindi pa rin.
refrain from attempting to recruit any of the the former republics of the Soviet
baby.
Union that would be released from the Soviet Socialist Republic to try to refrain from engaging them in.
LS, di ko naririnig si Rafa.
Slowly. Daming powder po tayo na. Sige, late na lang ako magpapasa. Finals ko sa isang subject. Plus, ano.
Tananan, tananan.
Ang sabi. Ha? Hindi ko nga alam eh.
Nakagat si Rafa ng...
Ano lang yun? Parang dot na sugat lang. Tapos di naman sa bleeding nung nadilaan.
Magpa-anti-rabies ka, Rafa, 100% death rate yan.
Oh, yun. Ako na ang ano, point one. Hindi, yan sa girlfriend ko yun. Bukas pupunta kami fight center.
Oo, kaya na sa China. Yung China may mga sarili talaga silang ship eh.
Mabigay sa lahat yun.
Invade tayo, malakas invade natin.
Tara. Bawal.
I do my own stunts.
Kasi
Lipat-lipat siya.
Top and boss.
Tama.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Kung sino yung maraming kill na lane, no?
Ang ganda ng lanes mo, may prayo ka lahat.
Patience.
30 seconds until spawn.
Past have a way of catching up.
Tabang naman.
Brian.
Minions have spawned.
We make the future.
Tapang, dito dumaan.
Oh! Sir!
The last of my
Our night.
Kailangan ko mag-reset.
Ito lang.
Ay, talo ko sa trade na yun. Puno yung conqueror ko nun. Nabuisit.
progress doesn't belong to us.
Yan, nag-double din ako.
Ano si?
Doubt me. I love it.
Oh! Wala na, GG's.
Ba't
No
kasi?
flash, no flash.
Ano ba magandang
Process.
bilhin pag gano'n?
Trust the process.
Saan?
Bilin.
Patay tayo dito. Nandito bro.
Missing top.
Let's sa top ako.
I owe them nothing.
Wala akong heal ah.
There are always consequences.
Eh, wala akong flash na. So, dalawang flash na sila. Ayan na, hindi na. Nakadalawang flash sila, buisit.
Okay lang.
Atlantis Nautilus sa kapwa. Nag-flash din yung MF ba?
Hindi na
Oo,
pa.
yung sure ako yung, ano, barrier. Nabuhay siya dahil sa barrier. Pushing na sila.
Join me or die.
Every rule needs breaking.
Kaya mo na. Okay.
Ah!
Buti dun sila nag-recall. Okay lang yung farm, okay lang yung recall.
Nasa top right yung Briar. Kinuha to.
Dapat ulit i-heal ko ah.
May laman ba yung Protoss dito? No, why is it not
6 minutes pa yan, 6:10, 6:40.
Ilang seconds ba yan tumubo? May time, ay, wag yun dyan na.
6 mid, 6:10, ganun. 6:10, 6:15. Ganun din dito sa top.
Magre-reset ka na ba? Sorry, kailangan bumalik na lane.
Nasa grabs ata sila.
Fool me once, and I'll just rewind. Look out!
Nawala si Galio, nawala si Galio.
Don't blink.
Yeah.
Pardon.
Last.
Muntik. Nag-aharas lang ako nun.
Every second.
Muntik pa lang magka-kill dun. Wala akong mana Kuya Pao.
Kulang yung damage.
Naubos mana ko dun sa ano.
There are limits. Haven't found the way.
Sorry, wala na akong mana pang ref. At least nakaisa ka.
Thank you.
Tara.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Wala na. Wala ring flash. I can ult, pwede ako
Ally
mag-ult.
has been slain.
Hindi ako abot.
Sorry.
Hindi ko na-block lahat ng damage.
Sakit nga yung lumusot ng call. Bali, okay na. Ayos naman tayo doon sa ano.
Back to going forward. I hate being responsible.
Oo nga.
Briar, here.
Mag-expire na yung Galio ult ko, kailangan kong gamitin na. Ano ba yan? Hindi pa ako tumama. Ay! Whoa! Z-Drive!
Let's make them notice. Never see this coming.
Pupunta ako top.
Ay, maling skill na level up ko.
Na.
I'd rather make mistakes than make nothing at all.
Ang ina nag-SS lang yung noto sa matayo.
Wait and click na yan. Ano yun? Fuck! Mali! Hindi ko pala abot. Oh, abot ko.
An ally has been slain.
Patience. What's that?
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Wait lang, balik ako mid ah.
Catching up.
Ah. Oh, thank you. Wow. Holy moly.
We'll do it the hard way.
Ang ina may galyo pa. What the?
Tang ina lahat.
Wala tayong magagawa dyan.
Putang ina niya. Protect the window.
Tomorrow's
Ah, hindi siya nag-reset.
Nakuha ang ilatang ko. Sarap.
Pupunta sila dyan ha.
Sabihin nung ano ba yan? Mali, hindi ko na nako yung Nautilus ult bago ako mamatay. Eh, bago siya mamatay. Sorry, kadiri ako dun. Ay, nako po. Ay.
progress doesn't
Kaya.
Grabe sa grabe.
Ang hirap kasi ng Nautilus sa'yo, sobrang short range mo eh. Abot ka niya kahit kailan.
Bilis pa tumakbo ng hayop na yan. Wala pang boot.
Not quitting till it's right.
An ally has been slain.
Oo, dalawang Giants belt siya.
War moves siya kagad.
Mukhang.
That's
Let's not do that.
Walang flash to. Papunta.
Hoy, kumapit! Sorry, alis na ako ah.
Sige lang.
Has been slain.
Wala.
Sa amin nilang global.
No! No! Okay lang. Pwede na.
Ang ina ni Briar pa dito. Can't do shit, man.
Killing spree.
Briar na lang.
Hindi ko pa nakuha ang potek. Hindi natin makakontest, no?
Hindi. Farm,
Go. Tama lang.
sobrang binigyan.
Last chance to get anywhere else.
Kinuha ni Briar kanina. Ayun pa yung Briar.
Time is not on your side.
Pero wala ito tayo magagawa, kulang tayo dito. Mahirap abutin nung MS.
Galio nandito.
Naka-push pa yun.
Ayun lang.
Today is not our day still. Today and yesterday.
Feeling ko kaya to.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Try pa tayo isa.
Feeling ko sa skill dice kanila eh.
Di pa sumasama rin ito na.
Looked in another time.
Ano nag-ESA sila dun sa ano eh. Dun sa Briar. Yung Galio. Reset muna ako for items.
Every second matters.
He is unstoppable.
There are limits. I haven't found them yet.
Ward.
Shit, nag-altab ako.
Hindi ka na makapag-alt tab back. Oy, baby!
Nag-altab bigla yun.
Wala, talo tayo ng base damage.
Wow!
I'm sorry. Wala pa kasi ako ng Dark Star Silas eh. Oo nga, tama. Ito na. Next game meron mo.
Pa,
Uy!
First time for everything.
Shut down.
ito pa.
Push ko lang yung mid. Push ko lang.
Enemy double kill.
Sige, tayo nung pasukin yan.
Uy!
Ito.
Grabe, half din nun ah. Uy, ang half din ni Kuya Pauping.
Kaya.
Saan si Briar? Ay, patay pala. Uy, kung abot yun? Damn. Uy, 100 gold loads. Uy!
Wag na. Galio ult. Back.
Let's make them notice.
Putang ina! Paano ko na... Ang layo naman na range ng point ni Galio.
Lumalaki. Logitech 4K Pro raw ang maganda kuya to. Tama ba? Yeah. Logitech 4K Pro. May ilaw ba? Kailangan kayo may ilaw eh.
Okay, soul point tayo, soul point.
Oh my gosh, mahal rin siya, $150.
Show me something new.
Ito balance siguro yun.
Sa trap lang yun.
Ha?
Sa trap sila dito. Pero,
Lagyan ko lang ng fireside.
I'd rather make mistakes than I do my own stunts. Look out! Heads up! Patience. What's that? Go!
Wait lang.
Enemy double
Nice. Ito, renek ko ng problema mo. Diyan ka lang mag-type. Hoy!
Oh my god!
Ang dami, dalawang dash niya. Wala. Masyado maraming dash.
Tomorrow's the last of our turns.
Parang yun na yung pinakakaya kong gawin ko.
Oo.
Wala. Kata siya. Positive ko ako.
C922 Pro.
Progress doesn't belong to one.
enemy is legendary.
pasok.
Kung may ulti na naman.
Grabe man! Hindi na ako nakagalaw.
Sa mga tank nila.
Nice, thank you.
1 each.
Dapat di kasi ito yung second build mo.
Ako nag-envy ako dun ah.
Enemy is legendary. A summoner has disconnected.
Sorry.
Bilhin na.
Tama. Sana maging friend ko na si Rafa sa LoL.
Yun ata yung sumpa eh.
Wait lang, gusto ko yung skin. Darkstar. Dark. Sino pa ba may Darkstar? Malphite, Kazi. Ooh. Wait lang.
Ako nga top. Top isang game.
In
Yes,
recruiting
wait.
into NATO or any of the Eastern Bloc countries. That was the agreement.
Sure.
And as soon
Why
as
not?
Bush
Huh?
Jr. came in, Cheney,
1820 RP.
Baka
Mahal ang
i-grief ko yung
putik.
bot laner ko pag
More
nag-support
than
ako.
500 pala,
you know,
1820.
they just defied that and started going after them and starting to recruit them into NATO.
Oo, medyo mahal na siya.
That's what's generated.
Bibiling ko rin si
the situation
Arcane
that we're
Victor
in.
eh.
Okay, so the bottom line is that
Yeah.
Next year.
December
immediately after
11.
Gorbachev signed the release of all
May
of
last
the
patch
Ano,
pa.
1-8
socialist republics
Saan ako
and
makakamura?
dissolved the Soviet Union
Putik dito.
voluntarily pursuant to that agreement. Well,
Quick maths. Ay, ay, ay. Gastos. Gastos. There we go.
G. Ay, maggagawa pa ng kape.
Uy, friend na tayo!
Friend buff.
Yay! Ay, hindi pa. Ay, oo nga, gagawa ka pang coffee. Ay, ay, ay. Webcam with light.
In the box, we received the manual, information, as well updated here at 30 frames per second. The cable is an inbuilt feature of the broader the light will get, and anti-clockwise will webcams. The base can be folded up to stand it up, or it can be unfolded and attached to the screen. If you are using a screen with thin bezels, then check the camera to slightly cover up your screen space. There are rubber pads on the bottom, so this should prevent it from scratching your screen while installing. The quarter-inch thread is a foot ready to get a pop-up plate if you want. The individual store in the room. And this can then the ring light being switched on. Brings these results with nothing really to show the birds. There's quite a lot of image and just the right, much better image. But there's like beats and the movable image, and they look a lot more crisp. Movement still looks pretty fluent, and it shows the rings and standalone ring lights because when looking direct into the lens of the GL, lights we just because he's capital range doesn't focus really think on it to sort of the beauty rate because comparing it side by side with the GL H606 it's actual light, it shows a lot more you think on a green screen is not too bad, but because the light is directly in front of you, then trying to light the soft green screen and hardly balancing one on the razor here. You don't find it. Hello. It's the
Yeah. Kinuha ko yung charger na nandun sa ano.
Saan? Saan?
Yung charger mo na sa sofa, sorry.
Tangay na, PRC, ano na?
Uy, friend request.
Saan mo
Wala
tinitignan
naman lumalabas.
Ha?
Baka blinak mo ko. Ayan, nag-send ako.
Uy, sali ro si Kuya Ronan. Kasali ro si
Who's
Kuya
gonna
Ronan.
go? I can go.
No,
Tulugan na
bakit
agad.
hindi ko rin natatanggap yung friend request mo? Na-block ba kita?
Paano na-block?
Na-block.
Huwag mo dyan.
Ha?
Kaya nga eh. Blacklist.
Ano ito lang ko ng... Oh? Unlock the hover lockers
Ganun ba yun?
over their name.
Pares nga pala tayo na permaban. Wow.
Settings.
Today we're into Foundation Standard to try to have the
Blacklist
biggest turn possible with one of the
Bakit
sweetest
ganun?
reprints from the entire set.
Tang, ina.
1,000-Year Storm.
Fuck!
Hello everyone, it's Seth. Probably better known as Saffrona.
Eh, nalo ba sa'yo friend request?
For another edition of
Ha?
Against
Ikaw
the
mag-add sa
Odds.
akin.
Or actually,
Nagsend
maybe
ako kanina
bonus
eh.
budget magic, I guess, since our next over
Ayan,
Yo!
nag-send ulit ako.
But we're heading towards the Foundation Standard format to play one of my favorite reprints from the set in 1,000-Year Storm.
Ay, mananalo na
let's
tayo.
talk
Maganda
about
na
our
yung
1,000-Year
comms
Storm deck,
natin.
what it's trying to do, jump into some games and see if we can have a ridiculously huge game-ending spell slinger turn in Standard.
Si Kuya
So our
Roland.
namesake card, 1,000-Year Storm. 6 mana is an enchantment.
Lagi.
This says whenever you cast the instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other
No.
instant or sorcery spell you cast during the turn. You can choose new targets for the copies. Essentially, our instants and sorcery
Tignan
spells
mo
have
na.
storm, but the
Pag
storm count only includes
next game,
other
try ko.
instants and sorceries. So what are we trying to do with this card? So first,
Good
in the early game,
games.
we're
Ako
really
yung
doing
mag-iwan
three things. So 1,000-Year
Mag-
Storm
homework
is a
ka
lot of
na?
mana. It's 6 mana. Plus we need more mana to
Eh, di
cast
ko pa rin ako-
spells once it's on the battlefield. So all this to say, our plan for winning isn't exactly quick. So in the early game,
Bye-bye.
step number
Good
one
luck.
is stay alive. So
Evan, sandali lang
Ako na
kita
si-
naging
scorching
friend.
shot, ill-timed explosion, which can deal with our opponent's board as we're working towards getting
GG.
1,000-Year Storm down. And one of the key parts of all these cards is they kind of do double duty in our deck, right? So Burst Lightning on turn 1 or turn 2 can
Yeah,
snipe
like
one of our
Kuya
opponent's
Ronan.
creatures to keep us alive while we get 1,000-Year Storm down. And then once we get 1,000-Year Storm down and have this huge turn where we're just like drawing tons of cards, casting all of our spells, Burst Lightning can actually be a pretty good finisher where we just copy it a bunch of times, throw 2 damage at your face or kick it for 4 damage at your face repeatedly and use it to win the game. So if you look at our effects, pretty much all of them are going to be instants and sorceries because they work before we have 1,000-Year Storm, but also power up 1,000-Year Storm once it's on the battlefield. Opt is another good example. In the early game, we can smooth out our draws, hit our land drops, look for a 1,000-Year Storm, and then once we have 1,000-Year Storm, for 1 mana, it ups our storm count and maybe draws us a bunch of cards if we can copy it a few times. Then we have our ramp package. So this is trying to get us to our 1,000-Year Storm. And the way we're ramping this deck, kind of unique because it's essentially a treasure plan. Like I said, we want all of our effects to be instants or sorceries, so they work with 1,000-Year Storm. So we have Grabby Giant, which its adventure mode can make a treasure, seize the spoils, discard a card, draw 2, make a treasure, flake the coin, my favorite bad card in the deck, and my favorite jank finisher in the deck, 3 mana for 1 damage, but you get a treasure and draw a card. So just like our removal spells, in the early game, we cast these cards to make treasures to get up enough mana to get 1,000-Year Storm on the
meron doon na pala agad si
battlefield.
Rafa.
And then once we have 1,000-Year Storm,
Yeah,
these
Silver
cards
Core
let us have a
Kasolo
ridiculously
duo?
huge combo turn
Softly.
because we start
Ah,
copying them a bunch of times. And that turns like Grabby Giant into a ritual. If we're getting 3 or 4 or 5 treasures out of it for 2 mana, we're actually generating mana. Same with Seize the Spoils. If we copy it 3 or 4 times, we're discarding 1 card, drawing 6 or 8 cards, making 3 or 4 treasures. So it's actually generating mana as we go, which lets us cast more spells to keep the big storm turn going. Then we have I guess, our most important non-Thousand Year Storm card in the deck, which is Brass's Bounty. This is the we're going to win the game now card. So Brass's Bounty makes a treasure for each land we control, which is a good way that we ramp into Thousand Year
Ako
Storm.
tapos
Ideally,
nakada
with
1
this
o'clock
deck,
ako
we'd like to
nag-open.
be able to play Thousand Year Storm and have enough mana left over that we can cast a bunch of spells and win the game in the same turn. So we don't have to just like let it sit out and have our opponent kill it during their turn because everyone's playing enchantment removal. Brass's Bounty is one of the easiest ways to do this. We get up to 6 or 7 lands, cast a Brass's Bounty to make 6 or 7 treasures. Then the next turn, we have Thousand Year Storm. We have 13 or 14 mana with all of our treasures. We play Thousand Year Storm, cast a bunch of spells, win the game. It's also absurd with Thousand Year Storm. So once we're going off with Thousand Year Storm, if we get enough mana to cast a Brass's Bounty and copy it 5, 6, 7 times, we literally just end up with like hundreds of treasures, which means we get to cast all the spells we want, and we're going to win the game somehow. The other key piece here is Reenact the Crime. So it's just a 2 of, but it works really well as like a discount Brass's Bounty. So we can be doing our big stormy turn, cast a Brass's Bounty to make some treasures, Reenact the Crime it for just 4 mana to make even more treasures so we can keep comboing off and casting our spells. As far as actually winning the game, what usually happens is we make a ton of treasures, we use like 6ixpool to draw through most of our deck, and then eventually we find our Flick a Coin. And our real goal is to just flick our opponent 20 times. So we want to copy Flick a Coin 20 times to deal 20 damage one at a time to our opponent's face. Although, if we need to speed it up, we can use Burst Lightning to kill our opponent a little bit quicker. Mana base, pretty typical standard stuff. In the sideboard, some counters and a Ralph for control decks, a bunch of removal for aggro, some sweepers, some ghost vacuums, and that is Thousand Year Storm for Foundation Standard. That's our deck for today. So let's jump into some games and see if we can storm off in Standard with Thousand Year Storm. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Need some magic cards? Well, you can snag them from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Want to help out the channel? Well, you can snag these super sweet new dice, playmats, tokens, and more over at mtggoldfishmerch.com. Against odds time, we are 1000 Year Storming in Foundation Standard, and 2 lands is a little scary, but this hand's fine, right? We can grab a giant for a treasure. We have the 1000 Year Storm. Hopefully, Ill-Timed Explosion can keep us alive. I mean, basically, we have everything we want. The easiest way to go off with this deck, Brass's Bounty, 1000 Year Storm. We just gotta live long enough and draw enough lands to make it happen. So we'll see what our opponent's up to. 1000 Year Storm's such a cool card. Oh my god, it's such a cool card. Easily my favorite part of Foundations, all these sweet old reprints. All right, let's just lead on, I guess, the Fabled Passage. Go. Might as well with only 2 lands. We want to be able to cast our Grabby Giant. Who would have guessed we'd play so many Grabby Giants over the past year? I would not have expected grabs to be a staple. Well, I mean, and against odd staple. Let's crack a Fabled Passage. Grab a mountain.
Ooh.
Or actually, let's get an island. Because of Reenact the Crime, we want as much
No,
mana
wala na
as
yata si
possible.
Kuya
We really
Ronan.
need a land. I mean, I guess, okay. Seize is good. So we can make a
Hindi,
treasure
ako, hindi na
with
nagre-reply.
Grabby Giant. Wait, did our opponent play a gate?
Malaki na siguro yung update.
That's another gate. Okay. We might
Hindi
need
na
to
siguro
use
tayo
this.
mag-aaram
Well,
pa,
let's do a little
Hindi, wala.
grabbing.
Baka matagal masyado.
And, okay, we hit a land anyway. That's good. The question is, what are we going to discard to this seize the spoils? Reenact? It's got to be Reenact. It hurts because Reenact is very explosive, but ooh, another 1000 Year Storm. In our perfect world, we want to play 1000 Year Storm and win the turn that we play it. Running it out early usually ends in disasters. Just most decks are prepared for enchantment. Sometimes we got to run it out early, but ideally we make enough treasures that we can do it all at once.
Ang likod lang naman ng coin nakikita ko.
Some harvest, grab a basic. I don't know what our opponent's doing. At first I thought it was Maze's End because of the gates, but Heaped Harvest doesn't get gate. Wow, we're actually getting 1000 Year Storm flooded here. 1000 Year Storm Tron. Not the best Tron when you only have 4 lands. Oh, all right. Well, we have, man, this hand has a lot of power if we ever get to play it. Double Brass's Bounty, triple 1000 Year Storm opponent. Solemn Sim.
Dapat sa Telegram si
We're gonna do
Kuya
a
Pao.
little more. My opponent's definitely a ramp deck. There's no doubt about it. Is this like a weird domain deck? Why the gates, though? The gates are so weird to me. Well, hitting a land is good. Actually, this might be one of those scenarios where it's just
What's
worth
this
running out 1,000-year storm. We can also
also
brass his bounty. Can this set us up to win next turn? So we get 5 treasures. Yeah, let's brass his bounty. I think this is better. So this gets us up to 10.
Saan yung cellulitis? Patay mo cellulitis.
So we can 1,000-year storm. We don't have any
May
tips.
isang umila, meron
That's
kang ano.
awkward. We need a little more. We need a little more. We need some more spells or some more mana.
Nangyari kay Kuya
I'm so
Ronald.
worried
MRA anong dati
about
ni
running up
Chris,
the 1,000-year storm again,
Uh-huh.
but maybe with 3 in hand, we just no fear. And with all the gates, they might not have. Huh? What is happening? Okay, opponent. Some more strange ramp. Craft with a cave. Okay, opponent. They like their weird common land types, that's for sure. With all the gates, maybe our opponents not playing Leyline Binding. Maybe they can afford to step down. Man, is there a way we can win here? Is there a chance we can win here?
Hindi.
This is the window.
Result.
This is the window for the win. Can we do it? That is another question. Well, opponent plays Blades and passes. That's another Brass's bounty. So we can brass his bounty.
Antibiotic na siya nung
Man, we
na-confine
need more mana. We
Di
need
ba
more
IV pang
mans.
antibiotic?
Brass's bounty to make 5 is just not good. Spend 7 to make 5. I don't think we can win this turn though.
Saan
So we
Toxic
can
Star may
reenact the
lumalabas?
crime. So we get 9 mana.
Ah,
but
hindi
then
pa ako
what?
nagbubukas ng Charizard.
Yeah, I mean, past the turn. Next turn, if we're still alive. Next turn, we have 12 mana. If we draw land, I think we can do it. Actually, ooh, Genesis Wave. Are we dead? We're not dead. Oh, we got it. We got enough, right? 5 plus 8 is 13. So we can 1,000-year storm Brass's bounty, reenact the crime Brass's bounty. But then we need card draw. We need card draw. We just haven't drawn anything to go with the 1,000-year storm. We've drawn all the mana production, all the 1,000-year storms. Just no way to churn through the deck. I mean, this is the turn. Opponent has built their big board. Atraxa gonna draw 1,000,000 cards, gonna ramp 1,000,000 times. Now or never. It's now or never for 1,000-year storm. Either we draw something and let us pop off, or we die. We can make a ton of mana, but a ton of mana by itself does not actually do anything. Opponent. Oh, okay, now we're definitely wrecked. Temporary lockdown means we have to win this turn, or else we lose all of our treasures and then we never win. All right, come on, deck. Something that draws cards. A spell that draws cards, please. Ah, land. Yeah, now I don't even think we play the 1,000-year storm. Like, we don't want our opponent to know what we're doing, right? They're probably a little suspicious because of Brass's bounty that something weird is happening, but I don't think we want them to know that we're a 1,000-year storm deck. We bring in the gates and then just do a little trimming of some of the removal, and I guess Row maybe. Yeah, let's try some Row action. Actually, you know what? It's just gonna die. Let's run it like that. Row's funny. It's a card that seems really good in the deck. The problem is we're just not very good at defending it. It's good against control. That's where we like to bring it in against control decks that can't really pressure it. And this is close. I imagine our opponent's gonna be able to kill it. It is kind of like a weird backup 1,000-year storm though if we can actually ultimate it. This hand, very different than our last hand, which I guess is good since our last hand didn't end up working out, but no 1,000-year storm, no Brass's bounty, but a lot of coin flicking. We can flick coins for days. Actually, we just got a lot of card draws, so that's fine. So opponents just, I still don't even know. 5-colored ramp? Well, there's a Maze's End, so they are a Maze's End deck still. Well, let's do a little grabbing. Make a treasure, and well, play the land. Pass the turn. I do love that flick a coin is one of our best. Who only 1,000-year storm? Only 1,000-year storm will on it. That is very good for Maze's End. Draws a card. Misses their extra land drop though. That's nice. Well, let's do a little flicking. 1 to the face. Draw a card. Get a treasure. Ooh, there's a Brass's bounty. Okay. Ill-timed explosion. Draw a couple lands. Okay, reasonable. Including a demo field that we can use to answer this Maze's End eventually if we must.
Arcane lineup.
I mean, we're pretty much to the point where we need to another Brass's bounty. We just need to find a 1,000-year storm. Like, if we can find a 1,000-year storm, I think this hand can do that. Wow, triple Brass's bounty. Okay. I mean, the thing about Brass's bounty is once we get to 7 lands, it is a free spell, so it's a good way to up the storm count. And if we ever can copy it, oh my god, do we treasure. Do we make some treasures about it? I don't know how much interaction.
Noxus ba tayo lahat? Sino pa ba Noxus?
We probably play a... Man, we got to watch out for temporary lockdowns too. Temporary lockdown does not seem like it should be good against us, but since our
Ay,
plan is
doon
building
si
up
Silas ang
treasures, it's
pote.
actually very
Oh, wala.
good.
Dito talaga
Even
ako.
though we don't have any creatures for it to hit, just nuking all of our treasures is actually kind of ridiculous. Mount it.
Cover na.
Solid.
Ewan ko pa.
Gotta keep the ramp going. Grabs 8.
Cover
Cover.
lang.
Yeah.
Wimp passes. Another ill-timed explode today.
It's not how much time you have.
Play the land.
It's
So we
how
have
you use it.
6 lands. Do we just brass his bounty? Do we keep waiting? If we brass his bounty, we win if we draw a 1,000-year storm. Yeah, let's just draw. See if we can find 1,000-year storm. All right, no 1,000-year storm, but more card draw for the future is not the
Hindi daw barado,
worst.
Kuya Pao, yung
Let's actually seize the
maugat sa taas.
spoils.
Yun ba yung nakita-
We spend a
Sa
treasure, but
Emerald
we get it
nakita.
back. And we'll just get rid of the island. Gonna hold on to the demo field just in
Saan
case.
makuha yung
Where is
angiogram?
the 1,000-year storm? Yeah, we can discard... Actually, we're gonna grass his bounty, don't we? Yeah, we'll discard a Flick a coin. All right, I think we get to combo off next turn. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. Actually, can't wait. So we're gonna have 7 lands. There's the Atroxa. This would be a good time because our opponent's tapped down, so we can make 7. Make 7. Do we need one more turn? Now let's. So if we brass his bounty, 7, 7, 7, 6. This, I think this works. It'd be so much easier next turn, but we can play the 1,000-year storm now. I'm just worried about a temporary lockdown. That's the issue. Brass's bounty
Two
number
times the
2.
charm.
Make
Correct-
treasures.
correct
So we're at
behavior.
9. 1,000-year storm. And now we can flick. Actually, I think we're good. Grabby Giant. I think we're good now. Grabby Giant, gonna make 3 treasures. And then flick a coin. Face. 4 treasures, 4 cards. Okay, big draws. Come on, deck. 1. Okay, flick a coin is huge. That is huge. And the burst lightning. Oh, we're gonna do it.
Puro long range eh.
We made it.
Hirap
Flick,
lumapit
actually, we
yan.
can opt first. Opt is kind of free, right? Because actually, yeah, opt is kind of free because it ups the storm count for Flick a coin. So let's opt. Draw some more cards. Don't need a second 1,000-year storm, although it would be fun. Another opt. Seize the spoils is good. Now we just got to make sure we don't overdraw and mill ourselves. That would be a hilarious way to lose this game that there's no way we should lose. But reenact the crime. That's definitely game now. Because now we get a 4-mana. We get a 4-mana Brass's Bounty with a huge storm count, which means, yeah, we actually, oh my god. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. Wait, we get 2 Brass's Bounties and a huge storm count, which means we're going to have a lot of treasures. We're not going to cast the other spells because I don't want to accidentally mill out here. So 1,000-year storm. Copy that Brass's Bounty. How many treasures do we get? Oh, it is going to be good. Yes, Brass's Bounty. Reenact the crime. Brass's Bounty number 2. Make a few more treasures. Thanks. 1,000-year storm is so ridiculous. It's hard to make it work, but when it works, it's so spectacular. Brass's Bounty, a few more times. So we have, oh yes, way over 100 treasures. So now we just win, I guess. Can we win with Flick a Coin? Flick a Coin's the funniest way to win. 1 damage at a time. Flick you. And I think we flick you. And let's flick you. And do a little flicking. And flick you. And how about a flick? And 1 more flick. Is this 10? 10 treasures, 10 damage, 10 cards. At this point, I don't think there's any way of fizzling. Plus, we could always play a Grabby Giant and start sacking stuff if we somehow whiffed, which is not going to happen, but... All right, pound it. 9, 8, 7. Can we get 1 more flick? Yeah, all right. We'll burst lightning for what, 44 damage?
What the hell?
Not a bad burst lightning. Not bad. I guess we could technically snipe our opponent's entire board too, but that seems a little mean. Uh...
Time bomb.
Tomorrow's the last of my work.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Ilang oras si Kuya Roland? Ay,
30 seconds until minions
Time bomb.
Hello. Hello.
Sean is the future.
Pinipili pala yung skills dito, hindi pala parang mobile.
bakit? Ano siya sa mobile?
Pwedeng
minions
automatic eh.
respawn.
Pwede mo iset.
Doesn't belong to one
Oh. I didn't know her.
Every rule needs a break. Good time as any to act reckless. This is how we say hello to Sean. Come get him. Never had luck. Never needed it.
Huh?
Step right up. I like it. Look out. Not quitting till it's right. Go. Time doesn't heal. Heads up. Come get him. Last chance anywhere else.
An enemy has been slain.
Ah.
Ay, puta.
Double kill.
I owe them nothing. Go. My past have a way of catching up. Look out! Big back! Step right up!
Wait lang, sa Aralensal mauna sa akin.
Nice one.
Wala ka na pala, may Caitlyn pa. May prior yung lanes nila.
You have been slain.
Makaka pa tayo? Wala na.
Note to self. Don't touch Cop's heart. Back going forward.
Magre-reset yung 8 din.
Responsible.
Paano nakapag-reset yun?
Come get me. Things aren't gonna improve.
Ay, Riot.
Time is not on your side. Don't blink. Doubt me. I love it.
Galing, galing.
Fool me once.
Oo, kapag nakaw ka pa ng ano, masyado mo naman yatang ginagalingan. Wala kang mahanap ang ano. Uy! Grabe naman tong batang to.
Keep pushing. Look out.
Hmm.
Kakaiyak yung episode mo yun.
Never see this coming.
Ay, si Aurelion sa lumilipad pa top. May Aurelion sa la, ingat, ingat, ingat.
I have no courage.
Slain.
Magpa-flash ba tong bata to?
I love him guilty with their own toys.
Magre-reset yung 8 din.
Wala na akong
Tara.
Ayos, nakakalipad nga pala yung sweaty aso.
Look out.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, nag-lag ako! Bullshit!
I do my own stunts. Don't blink.
Kita mo yun? Tangina, naglalag ako.
Nag-flash.
Sorry, nag-freeze yung screen ko.
Kailangan.
Ooh.
We're fine. We're stable. Yung Zyro nag-showbot, so.
If there are are limits. I haven't found them yet.
Hazel kayo nawala. Oh, top. Nakalit. Nice. Sakto for the plate.
Resetting.
There's not enough of them.
An enemy has been slain.
Ay, sorry.
Nawalan. Hazel pa bot yata. Hazel pa bot galing ang top.
Hindi ko natansya yung ano.
Hazel ingat. Sorry, nasa top ako na.
Matters.
Diba?
Wala kasi si Kuya Pao.
Ano gawa si Hazel man?
Come get me. Let's make them notice. Make me repeat myself.
Wala akong ulti. Oy, nag-evolve pa siya.
No! Sayang.
Hindi naman, sir.
Mas may drive.
You have slain an enemy.
Tapos.
Interesting.
Oh, never mind.
Dawn is the future. Look out! Progress doesn't belong to us. Merciful air!
Oy!
Turret player will soon fall.
I'm sorry, sunog lang pamatay din.
Hindi ko na sidestep yun. Oh!
Killing spree. An ally has been slain.
Sorry. Give ko na yung first turret.
Good.
I think may magagawa ko dito.
Iki ako.
Ha? Oh, wala akong magagawa. Nag-flash si Sayena.
I owe them one. Heads up!
Two.
My pasts have a way of catching up. Come get it.
Papunta sa Ira.
Nakarampunta rin ako. Ano ba ito? Asol na to? Hi!
Wala dito. Okay.
Ay, may sunog!
I hate being responsible.
Maganda na si... pares kayo. Bakit ang taas ang CS nyo mga AD? Ang ganda na CS nyo,
Doubt me.
Geraldo. Hoy! Wala ko ulti. Pagi, sobrang dami pala nila. Kala ko kakampi na yung dumating pa. Oof. Kaya to. Winnable ball.
Killable yan, may ult ako.
What?
Note to self. Don't
Paano nabuhay yun? Eh, paano na...
Lakas.
Hindi umabot yung
look out! Fool me once, now just rewind. Don't blink. No one keeps me down.
Hindi ko abot. Ayan. Ay! Hindi ko rin abot. Hindi kaya to masyadong malaki naman yan, Kate.
Kaya 2 minions. Pahingi.
Ay, ang kalongan.
Opportunity na.
Hindi pala tayo yan, sir.
Hindi ko pala kaya. I'm sorry, in-overestimate yung healing ko.
An ally has been slain.
My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Always consequences.
Uy, nice! Hinahampas ng tore to.
Tatlong turret shots yun.
Dito ako, dito ako, dito ako, dito ako. Hindi pala, ang lambot ko pala. Holy fuck, I'm sorry. My bad, my bad, my bad.
Ally has been slain.
Winnable, winnable, winnable.
Every second matters. Think fast. Let's make some noise. Tomorrow's the last day. Dawn is the future.
Hindi, hindi. Grabe. Akya. Grabe, 044 ba yun? Yeah, at least nakatore tayo.
We'll take it, Rick.
Ang ina mo ka. Ani, oh.
Ay, paikot-ikot siya.
Puta! Sakit naman!
Gag. Kotek! Oy! Nag-flash yung Caitlyn, boy shots. Lagi 4k damage dealt sa akin si Caitlyn nun.
Need to break. Never had luck.
Ah, di na pala lumalakas si ult kapag matagal akong sumisip-sip. Oh,
Bakit wala bang bounty?
Oh, ano?
Last chance to be anywhere else.
Hindi yung global bounty.
What my bound?
Don't blink. Not quit until it's right.
ah, bakit sumabog na yung ulti ko? May pasip-sip ako. Gago, ang dami. Oh man.
I owe them nothing.
Putang ina! Ang sakit ng photo niya. Bounty!
Ay, tama.
Ah! Okay lang. Nice try.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy killing spree. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Enemy double kill. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Sobrang safe ng game.
It's not our day.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Ting 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 ting. Devoted gold for Akya. Isa pa.
Well, 1,000-Year Storm. You do a whole lot of nothing, and then you do everything, all in one pretty awesome turn. And opponent,
Ting ting
yeah, I
ting
think we had
ting ting
enough
ting
damage there,
ting.
just barely. It was
Parang
it
close
was
tayo ng
close.
early
It was
game,
close.
early
Good
to
try,
mid.
Atraxa, but 1,000-year storm. 1,000-year storm. I think we just run it back. All right, on to game number 3. Can we just do what we did in game number 2? I like game 2 way better than game 1, honestly, if I'm being honest about it. Game 2 was slightly more fun than game 1. Game 1, I do think we could have played. I think we should have just run out 1,000-year storm. I think it was too greedy, especially with drawing 3. It was silly not to just run one of them out. Opponent, land. And this hand looks pretty good. We don't have 1,000-year storm, but we get a little removal. We got the Grasses bounty. Can make some treasures. And reenact. Can do things. No more card draws, fine. Land, go. We might have to cast an early opt here. There's always this weird tension with 1,000-year storm. Do you cast your opt early to try to like smooth out your draws, hit your lands, or do you hold on to it because it's a 1-mana way to up your storm with 1,000-year storm? I think it depends on the situation, but you can't miss land drops, right? We need hit our land drops. So if the choice is miss land drops or cast an opt, definitely casting the opt. Opponent grabs a Schwinn. There's our buddy Grabby. Let's just do a little season. Try this first lightning. Okay, a couple more lands, that's fine. We do not mind hitting our land drops. I was toying for a minute with trying to make this a team deck because the land ramp is really good with Grasses bounty, but I just could not find the room for it with everything else. Plus the colors get a little awkward. But I do think it could be possible. Well, let's play the Babel deck.
They don't have waves.
Do we do nothing? I don't really want to run out Grabby Giant as a creature. Not without getting a creature out of it first. I guess we just gotta pass. What do you got, opponent? Oh, Genesis Wave deck. Oh. Okay, that makes way more sense. I mean, I guess we saw that in game number 1. But all this weirdness is kind of adding up now. Our opponent's trying to do everything they can with purpose. So that's why they're playing these weird ramp spells. And then I guess the idea is you just Genesis Wave into the Maze's End kill. I don't know about the Maze's End plan. I have not seen anything that makes me think our opponent has enough gates to do the Maze's End. Unless their plan is they're going to Genesis Wave their entire deck into play. Then maybe. But yeah, okay, it's adding up now. It's a weird Genesis Wave brew. Well, that's a Grabby Giant. And play the land. Well, we're getting to the point where we'd like 1,000-year storm. That's like the worst thing of land here. I'm gonna heap your harvest. Opponent, Atraxa.
Oh, Diana, are you?
I still have this cold that if I laugh, I cough. It's a horrible curse. It's like one of those bad YouTube videos. Like you laugh, you lose, but instead of losing, it's coughing. The opponent's gonna draw a bunch of cards with their Atraxa and Lush Portal. So opponent has a temporary lockdown, which is a concern. They have a Genesis Wave, which I guess is also kind of a concern, although so far it doesn't seem like they win the turn they Genesis Wave. So if they tap out to Genesis Wave, we just got to be able to win the next turn. The temporary lockdown does mean we can't just fire off Brass's bounty, though. Well, that's ill-timed explosion. Ooh, there's the 1,000-year storm. Man, if it wasn't for this temporary lockdown, life would be so good. If it wasn't for temporary lockdown, we could discard Brass's bounty, reenact a crime Brass's bounty. I guess we still do it. Discard the Brass's bounty, that is, to kill the
Dark Star. Yahoo!
Magusto ko yan.
You know what? I want to win with this. We need this Brass's bounty to win. But the Atraxa's a fast clock. You know what? We're gonna hold it. We're just gonna hold it. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold it, and we're just gonna try to win. Rather than, I mean, I guess we're always trying to win, but rather than play defensively and try to kill the Atraxa and make the game go longer, I think it makes the most sense to just try to find a window 2,000-year storm and just pop off. I think that's gonna be better here. Okay. Well, I mean, that's annoying that we lose 2 treasures. We can sack him for mana to send a message.
Damn.
Haha. How do you like us now, opponent? And wow, banishing like the Grabby Giant? Okay, okay. Well, we got the temporary lockdown out of our opponent's hand. That's actually kind of big. That might mean... Oh, do we just brass this bounty now? Oh, we could have drawn with Grabby Giant, couldn't we? Yeah, I could have done that slightly differently. I think we could have sacked a treasure and then activated sacking the other treasure. Yeah, we didn't want that card anyway. Opponent. Splunking. Seems pretty cute with Genesis Wave. Opponent, gonna draw a card. Put a land into play. Maybe. It's a guild gate. Well, okay. We learned from game 1. Like I said before, wow, look at that animation. Back when they actually made epic animations for Magic cards, Vanishing Light. We learned from game 1. Normally, like I said, I don't like running out 1,000-Year Storm unless we're going to win. But with 2,000-Year Storms, running out one of them to eat a removal spell is probably fine. Because if it sticks, we win. If it doesn't stick, then, well, we get to try again the next turn. We are in a clock, though. Remember this Atraxa that we didn't kill? Because we were just gonna win. It's about to kill us. So we're kind of on a 1-turn clock, and I think we might be able to win next turn, maybe. So we're gonna have 8 lands. So Brass's Bounty, 8 treasures, reenact the crime, down 4 plus 8. So we end up with 12 treasures. 1,000-Year Storm opt. Then we need to hit like a treasure. Opponent plays. I think there's a chance. There's a chance that our greed is gonna pay off. Opponent Atraxa. Oh, Leyline Binding. Can they cast Leyline Binding? Oh, they're missing red? Okay, so I think this means they can't Leyline Binding. Leyline Binding would get us because it could get the 1,000-Year Storm. Well, okay, here we go. It is time. It is time to do some storming. Brass's Bounty, number 1. Do we cast the second Brass's Bounty just up the storm count? I think so. So Brass's Bounty number 2. It's technically +1 mana. So we go up to 10 treasures. Now we can 1,000-Year Storm. This actually works out even better than I thought. 1,000-Year Storm. Now we can reenact the crime. Both Brass's Bounties. And make all.
Wowza.
Welcome.
Ganda shit, it's pretty.
Seconds until minions spawn.
Ay, na-charm ka na yun. Ay! Tennis talaga tong mga cheese nila. Ay, mga kesohan. Lahat sila nandun. Ito, si Sayo nandito po.
Oh, tababay.
No! Bakit ganyan naman early game? Potek!
Never had luck. Never needed it.
Kaya ano nandito?
Don't blink. If there are limits, I haven't found them yet. Go! Come get me. No one can see that. Zaun is the future.
Dark Star buff! Fuck! Ngayon pa lang pala siya magtitipi. Ay, akala ko wala siyang tipi. Hindi ko nakuha yung kanyon.
Time doesn't heal all wounds.
Nice slow, nice slow, nice slow.
I'd rather make mistakes than make nothing at all.
Push back, push back, push back.
Come get me.
Ah! Wala na. Anong pinrabaho nila early game? Wala na. Ah!
Progress doesn't belong to one side. Look out! Don't blink! Not quit until it's right. Tomorrow's the last one.
Buti nag-6 ako dun. Umalis ako kuya pa ah.
Ganda ng recall nun ah.
Ang ganda lang. Bago lang to. Inting kaya na pala yung batang.
Rakan nawawala.
May flash ako, hindi ka nakaabot ako sa'yo.
Rakan.
Hoy, Oy! Ay, may... Ay, nag-reset yung ano niya.
Sige, block lang natin from CS. Sige.
Kaya siya nag-reset.
Every second matters. Never see this coming. Look out! Don't blink! always consequences.
Drake.
Nice.
Ako ginagawa ngayon, Drake.
Ready ka na ba?
Ara.
Ay shit, papunta akong Drake, kuya pa, sorry.
Tara.
Wala pa pala.
Show lang talaga siya.
Papunta ka.
Wala. Iwan na yun.
I owe them nothing.
Ah!
Every rule needs a break.
Ari, no, wala.
Reset ako.
Double kill! Kinadadive pa ako. Worth.
Ano na boring na.
Yo!
Oh my God, bakit?
Team stop sila.
Back to going forward. Don't blink. I hate being responsible.
Plate. Wala kang TP. May TP ako pero kailangan mag-regen pa.
Ano gawa nito?
Ay, hindi na pala ako kailangan.
Bakit? Anong ginagawa nito?
Baka pumunta dyan yung ano.
never look back.
Ay, tatlo dash yan.
Papunta yung... Champion.
Hoy, may tore pa pala. Ah! Pop 1,000!
Uy, ang bilis mo. Ako na yung mabilis mo.
Uy, ay, ay, raming kaperahan.
Godlike.
We make the
Your
future.
team has destroyed a turret.
Never had luck.
Ah,
Gulat sila dun eh.
yahoo!
Last chance to be anywhere else.
Hey! Finally!
Why? Panalo na tayo. Sige.
A lot of treasures.
Rima, sige.
And then in optimal
Minsan
we
tatlo,
just-
minsan
I mean,
apat.
optimal
Ina-alternate
is
ko na lang
something,
sino
right?
yung
We're gonna
natitira
get to see
sa
like
akin.
10 cards or something ridiculous. So the op should be
Ape
able to find us something
Fiesta.
here. And opponent's at 37, but it shouldn't matter. Like, once we do the
Hindi,
thing,
na-promote ako
the
ulit.
thing is going to beat our opponent. Even if they gain a bunch of life, Brass is bounty, Brass is bounty, treasure us. And then reenact the crime number 2 for Brass's bounty number 2. So we're gonna have like 64 mana, I think. Should be enough. Wow. I think our opponent's getting punished for their Maze's End plan. If their Rakdos Guildgate was a Rakdos dual land, they would be able to just cast the Leyline Bind in. But, well, let's opt. And flip a coin, that is what we're looking for. Card draw plus treasure production. Somehow Flick a Coin's like the best card in our deck. Op number 2. Fable Passage to the bottom. I mean, at this point, I don't think. Okay, Burst Lightning. I think we actually have already won now. Opt a land to the bottom, and we also, man, we'll keep the negate just in case. I don't think they can interact. If they could have interacted, they would have done so by now. And, ooh, Flicky Coin number 2. All right, well, let's do a little flicking. I love so much that Flicky Coin is so good in this deck. I love those. It's just like so overcosted, and it's so janky, but it's so perfect without. It does literally everything we want. Like, it's damage, it's mana, and it's card draw. It's so perfect, even though it's such a bad card. Well, flake ya, and flick ya. Now we just got to make sure we don't accidentally draw our entire deck and mill out, which might mean we have to cast this Burst Lightning in the near future. Another Brass's bounty. Oh, we could just keep casting spells for a very long time here. Well, we found all of our negates. All right, let's Thousand Year Storm Part 2. And remember, Thousand Year Storm doesn't care about when it comes on the battlefield. Brass's Bounty. Oh, we're gonna make token limit, maybe, I think. So the Thousand Year Storm, even though we just played it, it just cares about how many spells we've cast this turn. So we're still gonna get double copies of everything. I think this should get us to the token limit, or pretty close to it. And then Brasses, or Burst Lightning, your face, with Kicker. And I think this should be lethal. Copy it a few times, and 4 times 10 times 2, something like that. Should be like 80-ish damage. Well, opponent. Nice Atroxa, but not nice enough. Not nice enough to stop the the Thousand Year Storm. And about it, 22, 18, 14, 10, 6, 4, and oh yeah, we could have kept this going for so long. And dead. And that is Thousand Year Storm. That's what makes it so fun to play. I don't know if this deck's gonna be good, but boy is it sweet when it pops off. There is nothing else in Standard that's gonna do this. It's just like, it's insane. It's insane when it pops off. So yeah, that's the beauty of Thousand Year Storm. Well, let's just keep doing that, hopefully. All right, it is time for some more Thousand Year Storming, and we're gonna keep this. I mean, Double Brass's Bounty is a little expensive, but it's also our most powerful card. So if we can get to it, we should be able to do some things. There is a downside to building decks around 6 and 7 drops, which is you're gonna have hands like this, but we got Flick a Coin, so life's good, right? Flick a Coin solves all of our problems, as long as they have 1 toughness. I would like to kill a Llanowar with it, although sadly, since it's 3 mana, by the time we kill the Llanowar, they probably already played it, I don't know, some huge 5-drop and we're dead. And let's go Overlord of the of the Hauntwoods. But all right, opponent, how are we doing over there on turn 1? Oh god, oh boy, oh it's the nightmare. It's the nightmare. Oh boy. Okay, well, we'll keep the land. So, you know what's really good against Thousand Year Storm? And a handful of Brass's Bounties that cost 7 mana. Mono red. I feel like this might be... All right, opponent, Swift Spear number 2 and a Bolt Wave. We got a bunch of sweepers in the sideboard, but this might be a very bad matchup for our deck. I think we're probably a little on the slow side, but we do have Flick a Coin. Well, Escape Tunnel, interesting. Do not usually see Escape Tunnel, but I guess it's a way you can get through blockers? Oh boy, another Bolt Wave. Bolt Wave's a lot of damage for a little mana. If we have another Bolt Wave, we're just straight up dead. Found it. Hits us to 5. Well, Grabby Giant, let's make that treasure. We can theoretically sweep the board here, which I guess we have to. The problem is with these new Bernie decks. Let's go land and I mean, gotta be a Brass's Bounty. I'd be surprised if we survived to cast one of them. Yeah, opponent with the shock. The problem with these new burn style mono red decks is even if we deal with a board, pretty good chance our opponent's gonna Boros Charmas or Lightning Strike, some sort of lightning heal. Let's go with Helix. Oh my god, who would have thought? Yes. Well, let's do a little sideboarding and bring in some Torch to the Towers and maybe those prowess threats are annoying. We definitely want the Torch to the Towers. How do we interact with this? We have like the Slag Storms and such, but can we really use them? Are they good enough? We got to bring in at least some of them. Like, the problem with Pyroclasm is I feel like they just outscale it. Like, I feel like because their threats have prowess and because they're a burn deck, so they probably don't have that many threats already, I'm actually not sure Pyroclasm is good enough in this matchup, as weird as that sounds. It's so good against, like, the go wide decks, right? Like, Jeskai Convoke or something. But I'm not sure it's that good against this deck. We're going to lead on the untap lands so we can torch the tower if we need to. Well, all right, no 1-drop is good. Let's Thundering Falls. Reenact the crime. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to take advantage of that one this game. We already have one in hand anyway. Reenact the crime is really good, but it's not really 4 mana. It's really another, like, 7 mana card in our deck. It's another, like, late game card. Found it. Helix is our face. Oh, my God. Well, Yeah, let's seize the spoils, get rid of this scorching shot, and hey, grabby giant. Okay, now we're good. We're good. Problem solved. Grabby giant is here. Have no fear. Let's play the Fabled Passage. Actually, yeah, let's play the Fabled Passage. Are we just drawing 2 with ill-timed explosion? Is that our life? I think that's our life. Found it. Boros charms our face. The burn in this standard is wild. It is really modern level. It is like OG modern level burn, which is crazy. Opponent. Another mountain. And ooh, the Screaming Nemesis. Okay. Well, you know what else is pretty good against Pyroclasms? Screaming Nemesis. Also good against Grabby Giants. We can't just block it. Is there any way we can be fast enough? How can we possibly... 1, 2, 3, land. So we could, like...
Morning.
Brass's Bounty, we could... Discard the Brass's Bounty to the Seize the Spoil.
Ano sabi?
Get the treasure, reanimate it with 5 treasures. I really want one more. We want another.
Pero lang.
I don't know if we're gonna get it though. Found it. We still need the 1,000-year storm anyway. Like, just making a bunch of treasures with Brass's Bounty doesn't really do anything unless we have 1,000-year storm to back it up. Well, that's mine. Says the Grabby Giant. Make that treasure. 1,000-year storm, please. How about a 1,000-year storm? Another op. Okay. Well, that goes 1 card deeper. Storm count 3. Mountain to the bottom. 1,000-year storm. Shivan Reef. Well, untap. Another land. Yeah, we really need at least 1 more turn, and I don't know if we're gonna get there this time. Grab the mountain. 1, 2, 3. Seize the spoils. I mean, there's nothing else. Actually, huh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's tap this way so we don't have to take damage. Seize the spoils. Get rid of the Brass's Bounty. Draw 1,000-year storm, maybe? 2 flick of coins. Think we're just done. Yeah. Mono red is... We're never going to beat this deck. It is such an incredibly bad matchup. Well, at least it was quick. At least it was quick. We'll storm off next time, hopefully. Against the odds time, we are 1,000-year... mulliganing. Ooh, all right, that's a 1,000-year storm. That's a 1,000-year storm. This hand looks pretty good. 1,000-year storming in Foundation Standard. So, what are we putting to the bottom? That is the question. Mountain to the bottom, I think. Yeah. I mean, we should be able to hit our lands with the spoil and now this opt. So since we have the 1,000-year storm, we just need to develop our mana, hopefully find a Brass's Bounty, and island. Counter spells can be good against our deck. We'll see what our opponent's doing. Could be control, could be something. Forest for our opponent, and Piglock pranks, right? Some sort of gold attack, apparently. Sure. Opponent. Oh, Portal to Phyrexia. That's Phil. Ops. I don't even know if we want Grabby here. As good as Grabby Giant can be, which is not very. I don't know if this is the time for it. All right, let's seize the spoils, get rid of this Burst Lightning. It seems like our opponents... Oh, we kind of want to hit a land there. I mean, I guess we can...
Dapat pala ganun may mga rental deck para matapos si
Prankster number 2. Oh no, they're running it out as a creature, right? Oh, and missing that. They milled all their lands. Well, we can't laugh too much because we're in danger of missing our land drop anyway. Play the tap land, pass the turn. Your opponent did know. That's always the worst. You know it's right.
Gusto mag-last pick ni Gab.
Top.
Okay.
And you know you made the right play, but still, when you cast your self-mill spell and it hits 3 lands, and then you miss your land drop, you're like, come on. If only I had not done that. Ooh, opponent finds a hedge maze. That's actually kind of huge for our opponent. A land that... Did they just mill a land? Wait, okay, sure. I mean, you were allowed to do that. Was our opponent just missing land drops, though? Did we discard... Huh. Let's just ill-timed explosion. I think that's fine.
No, no.
We don't really care about wrathing here. Opponent can keep their 1/3. We kind of want to use the Brass's bounty when we get maybe a little bit more mana, or a little bit more, a couple more lands, because we can do the like seize the spoils, discard it, reanimate it with reenact the crime. But I think it's better to develop our mana a little more first. Plus, we're just not under. I mean, our opponent's hitting us for 1. We have infinite time. Although they do have a Velgavoth in the graveyard now. Opponent. Maybe they milled the land because they were looking for black mana. Well, let's just hardcast Brass's bounty. Opponent does not have a counter. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. We could have tried to do things this turn with like reenact the crime into 1,000-Year Storm, but I think there's just no reason not to wait. And now we're in wonderful land. 1,000-Year Storm, and then we will cast a little burst lightning at your face. Down to 18, and then cast a little burst lightning at your face. Yep. How about down to 14? Copy it. And then seize the spoils. Pitch the Brass's bounty. Also gonna be pretty good. So draw 6, make 3 treasures, and now we can't reenact the crime, the Brass's bounty. I don't even know if we really need to. I mean, I guess we probably will. I mean, we gotta get the treasures, right? Why pass it? Actually, do we just accidentally win here? Because we get to copy the reenact the crime a bunch. Our opponent might just die before. They might just die before the Brass's bounty resolves. Burst lightning hit you a little bit, just a little off the top, opponent. Like maybe 8. Yeah. And opponent scoops it up, and well, okay. So we benefited from our opponent. I don't even know what they were thinking. Missed a land drop, then surveilled the land to the graveyard off their surveil land. It did not go well for our opponent. It did go very well for us, though. So I think we want the negates. Definitely want ghost vacuums, because one thing we do know about our opponent's deck is it is a graveyard deck of some kind. It's just such a fun deck to play. Oh, it's just, you do such cool big things. There's so many like sneaky lines of like the order that you cast your spells. Oh, wow. Okay, this might be the freebie. This might be the freebie. I mean, this hand is nowhere near doing anything, but it has 2 ghost vacuums, and I'm not convinced that our opponent's deck can beat 2 ghost vacuums. I think there's a chance that 2 ghost vacuums, if our opponent, like, they got Velgavoth, and like they are very dedicated to land is good. Very dedicated to the graveyard. I feel like just exiling their graveyard might be enough. Well, ghost vacuum number 1. Opponent has much better mana situation this game. And found the 3rd. This has to be like a Squirming Emergence deck. Squirming Emergence just running awkwardly. Whale of the Forgotten. In game 1 at least. This is a fine start for our opponent. So opponent gets to do some digging, fill the graveyard. Well, we will start the exiling. I guess into the Flood Maw? And seize the spoils. Well, let's play the other ghost vacuum. I mean, that's why we kept the hand, right? We knew we were not going to come an opponent. Well, okay. Our thought that they might not be able to beat 2 ghost vacuums appeared to be true. Well, no storm necessary. Sideboard win. Sweet. All right. Against the odds time. We are 1,000-Year Storming in Standard, and yeah, I kind of like this hand. We got some card draw, gotta flick the coin. Favorite card in the deck, flick the coin, and reenact the crime. Which, I mean, reenact the crime is.
Wow,
Pangit ko.
Shit!
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Meron talaga ng dark star na skin line. Feeling, akala niya hindi ko siya kita. Ah. May Lux pala siyang kasama, kaya pala. Ay!
Ay, sa akin.
Hindi na 500 more.
Oh, talaga?
Oo. Wait lang, yung chains ko. Close na yun.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Ah. Okay lang, hindi yan ako yung kanan. Hindi yan ako yung kanan.
Noob na sa bot pareho.
Hindi siya nag-flat.
Namatay na ba?
Hoy! Ah. Sakto yung silence na dun.
Wala pang flash to. Push in pa sila.
Yes, yes, yes. Rise, mawala. Rise, ha? May ulti. Ah, ako, dito na siya.
Sorry. Recall ako.
Ah, okay. May word kaya siya nasa dulo. Rise.
Wala yung Tompkin.
Enemy has been slain.
Baka naman makita. Hindi ko alam ginagawa pala ng ulti. Hindi ko alam ginagawa ng ulti ko. Ha? Dito ako. Bakit hindi ako makakain ng champ? What? Bakit hindi ko sila makakain? Potek. Grabe ay gumana ng thumbnail sa ult ko.
Puta, may
Ay, nako.
cancer.
Gago. Ay, fuck. Fuck! Ay.
Yes.
I don't think may panalo pa dito.
Wala na.
Early FF para isa pa. Okay.
Fiddle back.
An enemy has been slain.
Ano yung exam ng pinsan ni Rafa?
Nursing exam. May professional nurse na kami sa family.
Gago! Ay, nako po.
Dito yan.
Ina, tank build lang yun kasi sakit niya.
Papunta ako.
Black ult yan.
Nasunod ako sa kanya.
Your turret has been destroyed.
What the fuck?
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Guys,
Zero 5-0. Oh, 4-2 ka na pala? Ano yan? Kailan nagsimula yan?
papatay ko yung Rice.
Ano?
Nag-flash.
Wala na rin video.
Ayan, wala ka sa ulo. Ay, may feeding sa gilid. Rise.
Ingat, no!
Wala na, ayaw ko na.
Next game. Ay!
pretty strong once we start dominating. Not nearly as strong in the early game, but we'll see what our opponent's doing. Please not mono red. Okay. Not mono red. Lush Portico. Mono red's the red aggro's the nightmare for our deck. I don't know if we ever beat mono red. What are we doing over in Celestia Land? Ooh. Island, okay. Do we seize the spoils? What do we discard? Let's just pass. We don't know what our opponent's doing yet. They could be like man control or something and have counters. That seize the spoils in specific, very brutal if it gets countered because you have to discard anyway. Passing. Well, let's do a little grabbing. Grab a treasure with a grabby giant. And ooh, more flick the coins. Well, let's draw a couple cards. Never been happier to draw 2 for 4. I mean, Ill-Timed Explosion is very good, though. Like, we have expensive cards, so it is pretty wrathy in our deck when we need it to be. And when we don't need it to be, it draws a couple cards. Not especially efficiently, but it still does it. Opponent Lush Portico. Opponent passes, wow. Where's our 1,000-Year Storm? We need a 1,000-Year Storm. Opponent passing? Maybe, all right. Well, flick ya. Would you like to counter a flick the coin opponent? Opponent says no. Wow, we have drawn all 4 of them. All right, well, grabby giant, make a treasure. We're doing a pretty good job of building up our mana here, which is nice. Now, let's run out the grabby giant. We're actually a giant aggro deck. In disguise. Backup plan, assemble. We'll just beat you down with grabby giant. About it.
Iron players.
Hey, that's actually a very good grabby giant. A grabby giant eating a get lost is a win because get lost can hit 1,000-Year Storm. So I will take that there's no way we're gonna win by beating down grabby giant. So I will take that every time. Overlord of the Flood Pits, eh? Ooh, Moon, I'm gonna draw some cards. Man, if we can find a 1,000-Year Storm, we still would like a Brass's Bounty. A Brass's Bounty would make all this very easy, but those are the 2 cards we're looking for. Burst Lightning. We might have to kill this Overlord. We can take the damage for a couple turns, but yeah, I think we're gonna flick in. Ooh, there's a Brass's Bounty. Do a little flick and burst. The old flick and burst. The problem is just the card draw, right? We don't want our opponent to get free card draw. We were kind of hoping to hit a land, but well, Overlord down. Yeah, let's just pass. We could like seize the spoils, but I think passing's fine. Opponent, land. We still need the 1,000-Year Storm anyway. Also, our opponent could definitely be a temporary lockdown deck. If they nuke all of our treasures, we become very sad. Ooh, opponent passes. All right, there's a land. Grabs number 2. At least this gives us something to crack our maps on. All right, what do we got on the top map? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna keep that. Actually, kind of unfortunate because now we're not complaining because that's a card we wanted to draw the most. But now our opponent knows about it, which is gonna make it more likely that they leave up something. Wow, another get lost. All right, so opponent, they gotta have another answer, right? Like, there's no way you see 1,000-Year Storm on the top of someone's deck and then spend your only way to kill it on a grabby giant. I can't believe that's a thing. So I think they gotta have another answer. Sunfall to the graveyard. Wow, wait, our opponent, no respect. No respect for the 1,000-Year Storm. Oh, opponent. We have 7 lands. All right, there will be punishment here. Oh, we are gonna flick your coins so many times. You better hide your coins about it. Well, I guess our opponent decided aggro was their best bet, but this isn't gonna work. Now we get a 1,000-Year Storm, and then we get to make all the manas, reenact the crime, the Brass's Bounty, make a few more treasures. And that should be enough. With this hand, I think we just have the win here, right? Oh, it is time to flick the coin. Flick you 4 times. 1,000-Year Storm. Found it. Gonna be down to 15. So 4 treasures, 4 cards, 4 damage. This will also give us something we can discard to the seize the spoils. Play the land, crack the land, grab a island, and we might as well opt. Opt is essentially free when it comes to these treasure producers because it ups the storm count. And then we get the mana back by making an extra treasure in the future with the flick the coin. I don't even know what we're really looking for here. I guess just damage. More Flicky coins, more... Ooh, another 1,000-year storm. Woo, another... Okay. What if we just play all the 1,000-year storms? Does this work? 1,000-year storm number 2. And then Tron Assembled, 1,000-year storm number 3. And the greatest Flicky coin of all time. Is this lethal? Is this lethal? I think this is lethal. I think we did it. We killed someone with Flicky coin. All 20 damage from Flicky coin. Oh, we did it. We did. I mean, that was the secret hidden goal of this deck. Can we 20 someone with Flicky coin? And the answer, thanks to 1,000-year storm, is yes, apparently. Well, that went surprisingly well. So opponent's got to be some sort of, I don't even know, domain control deck, I guess. So I guess we trim some removal, bring in some counters. Finally, Rouse to shine, perhaps. Still gets lane line bound or whatever, but it seems...
Ay, naka-press yatak ako.
It's so hard to find room for it because it's not a spell, but it does seem decent. Do we go down? Let's go one more Burst Lightning. Run it like that. I feel like once we combo, we draw so many cards that even with just 2 Burst Lightnings, we should be able to find... We're going to find lethal, right? We're going to draw our entire deck if we need to. So I feel like we don't need that many. Burst Lightning has upside, that it's a decent removal spell against aggro decks, but it doesn't do much. I mean, we're just going to trust. I kind of like this hand. Oh, okay, now I like this hand a lot. As long as we hit our lands, I like this hand. We have a lot of card draw. We get some decent ramp. And the Magic Gods have smiled upon us with our Thundering Falls.
Kaya natin mag-level 1 in 3.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the Seas as spoils. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a counter. That would be sad. Opponent Herd Migration to snag another forest. Overlord then, I guess? Yeah, alright, there's the Overlord. Opponent's getting their ramp on. Also, domain achieved. I guess maybe because of Overlord, you can get away with playing...
Dapat yata nag-content ko.
Magal naman yung fresh watak na yun, di ba?
Oo, parang binago.
Hindi na header.
30 seconds until begins.
Nice! Hindi kalaban natin. Forgive me!
Minions have spawned. Slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
Gentleman nagbibigay. Album per hashtag.
Lahat sila nag-flash, no?
Nag-flash heal din tong bot. Wala na yung ano.
Ipo, punta.
Sorry, napatay ko pala.
Ay, God.
Has been slain.
Ay, may sama siya.
Skin yan? Atay na.
Atay na. God gave me.
Ay.
Ay, napalo ko sa ulo ko.
Yes. Because shit happens.
At gano'n. Hindi ko na nag-try lang. Ah,
Ear? Sino nag... May flash. Zakman. Yes.
No flash to ah. Show dominance.
Ayun o.
Dalawan.
Nararamdaman ko na lang. Zach nandito. Patay na. Thank you. Hindi na tumatago sa ano yun. Sa pag ganyang kakapal na bato.
Yan.
Yung Valky.
Ah.
No! Alam ko wala na siyang Ride breaker na yung Pantheon.
Ang baka kayo.
Ang ganda ng mag... Babae nila sa kapatid. Huli ka eh. Oh, balik ka rin ng
Nag-ult ba yung Pantheon dyan?
Nag-ult. Mid. Wala. Nawala si... Oh, si Seraphine nandito rin. Okay. Hindi na talaga.
Dito yung Jack.
Ito lang si Seraphine ko. Kamusta ka rin? Hindi ako mali.
Push ko na lang tong top.
Mali na ako.
Nag-ulti yung Pantheon.
Hindi ko nakita ko yung content time kung hindi yata. Oh, nice. Akala ko overkill na ignite, tama lang ko. Panalo ka dito. Exit mo. Dito sa Turkey.
Nag-swap na yata sila. Zack nandito.
Zack the boot boy. Perfect yan. Nagtitipi ako.
No!
Layo ko pala. Dito ako. Ang sunstrike na. Ay.
Let's go.
Ah,
No!
no! Let me go!
Marami dito.
Ina, nice one. Binigyan mo ako ng stocks bando yun.
Ay, ayan.
Ano to?
Nakuha na po yung blue.
Nice.
Wala pa. Hindi ko lang siya.
Sakit naman.
Bye-bye.
Sorry. Baron.
Push mid.
Lang.
Good shit.
Baron.
Patayin na lang yung Quay. Nice. Wag na. Tayo. Drake.
Ay, sorry. Nag-recall ka na pala.
Okay lang yun, Baron. Push yun, tas kaya na.
Yung bawas yun.
Wala ko na yata bawas.
Fine!
Ay, ang galing!
Damn! Early!
Kaya natin to.
Wala namang ultim pa.
Iti ako dyan. Sayang.
Sayang.
1 second na lang.
Sayang, sorry.
It's alright. We have 4 na.
Dead na pala dapat.
Kills na ano yun.
Ipit!
Nako.
Sakit mo po, Ricky, gago.
Yan ang may true damage sakit eh. Auto-attack. True damage.
Damage yung poor.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Sakit niya.
Si Pantheon.
Your team has destroyed
Pero ay, mali nga siya eh.
Taka rin eh. This is our game, boy. Ang inang tangki ko. Burst.
May buhay ba?
Bye.
Your team has destroyed.
May Lich Bane ka.
Wala akong HP. Hindi ko kaya mag-backdoor. Mag-push.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Excuse me.
Ay. Wala na ako.
Ano, wala akong ma-5 stack sa kanila. Finally! Kailangan pala cancer champs nilalaro natin.
Parang...
A domain mana base that is not as heavy on real dual lands. Because all you need is one overlord to have domain forever. About it. Oh, it's a Xur deck. That's going to be an issue with these overlords. Okay. Well, we probably got to kill this Xur. Oh, there's a 1,000-year storm too. I mean, the Xur's got to go, right? If this turns on the overlord, we're in really bad shape. Let's just ill-timed explosion. I think this time we're actually going to have to discard something. Well, Grabby Giant and... yeah, probably Burst Lightning. So get rid of the Xur before it can turn on this Overlord into a huge lifelinker. We really need a Brass's Bounty. If we can find a Brass's Bounty and our opponent doesn't have a Leyline Binding or something, we might actually be in shape. Paw Patch Formation. Oh, Big Nissa. Okay, Big Nissa's... that's a lot of power. Huh. Yeah, that might be an issue. Well, let's seize the spoils. Get rid of the tap land. Yeah, we even had the negate. We just didn't have the mana. Although, I think we had to kill the Xur. Like, I don't think we had the choice to not kill it and leave up the mana, so... I don't know how we beat this Nissa, though. I guess we're gonna need another sweeper, really. Like, if this is gonna work, up the beanstalk. Not gonna negate that. I think at this point, I think we're pretty committed to having to combo up to win this game. I don't think we're gonna be able to stop them. We're just gonna have to...
Really ambesa.
well, Grabby Giant, make treasure. Are we dead next turn? We might be dead next turn. 6, 11, 15. Well, play the land. I mean, I guess technically we go to 1. Milling the Brass's Bounty is actually huge. We can reenact the crime in. This doesn't actually let us win because our hand is dead. But, okay, reenact the crime, the Brass's Bounty. Oh! Huh. Okay, so auto tapper. I think we needed to manually tap a treasure there because now we actually are just literally dead on board. Yeah. So we could have survived one more turn, which is kind of awkward. The odds of us winning that game were basically 0 anyway, so I don't think it really mattered, but ouch. Yeah, I guess I should have realized that they're not gonna, yeah, but they're not gonna sack the treasure before they use a pain land. Auto tapper. Well, Fable Passage go. Good news is, like I said, I think we were essentially 0% to win that game. Even with the Brass's Bounty, the Surveil the Brass's Bounty was sweet. Not enough because we just didn't have, even once we played the 1,000-Year Storm, we just had nothing to go with it. Our only spell was in the gate. So even if we played the 1,000-Year Storm, it just didn't do anything. And then if we played the 1,000-Year Storm that turn, Nissa can just kill it. So in the end, no harm, no foul, even though auto tapper. Opponent, Lush Portico. Well, play the land, ship the turn. Herd Migration, gonna grab a land. Well, I mean, we get to seize the spoils next turn. Do a little minion. Fabled Passage. Well, let's play Ship and Reef and seize the spoils, get rid of the mountain. And, alright, ill-timed explosion is something. What do you got about
Time
it?
to play the X. Time bomb.
Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Yeah, that's a good one. That is Overlord of the Hauntwoods the best 3-mana ramp spell? Maybe. It might actually be. I mean, it kind of depends on your deck, right? But in domain, it probably is. Another tap land. We might have to flick a coin here just to cycle. Overlord of the Mistwars. Okay. Well, that gives us a good flick target. Hitting our opponent's face for 1 is not very exciting, but sniping one of these 2 ones is fine. Plus, we get a treasure and a card. Open.
pa, nabuhay pa. Bilis naman naman. Oh my god.
Ay, may akali ako sa first blood. Good plan. Good plan.
Ha?
Echo dip.
Wala ko pala ang book.
What?
Grabe naman yun.
What the fuck? Tangin ng neighbor ko.
Oy! N-word, bro. Chill. Wala pala akong ult. Oh! Ay.
Kilala ka ng Kiyo.
Ano na siya?
Arcane.
Tricolor lang.
Ang ina 1 CS.
Kasi nga, yun, later.
Alam ko tayo hindi na burang mag-burang ko.
Putang ina, ang sakit.
Ang vapor na yan.
Vikings na rin.
Bouch!
I have known death since I was a child.
Sakte, tumama lahat ng kasiton niya sa akin.
Oh no! Papatay ko si Kuya Pao!
Ito lang dumagdag na tax sa akin.
Anong tax?
50 pa rin, eh, pinatapos ko na yung mga question.
Gastos ko na rin.
Baka may itong dive star sa ilot eh. Nakasigurado yung last day sa show.
Oo, yung wolf mask.
Sabi siya, nakali, target lang. No! Nasuri ko.
Any enemy of mine, of my family.
Nakita niya. Oh.
An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Eh, naka-scout slingshot ko pala. Saan ko matupunta?
Oh! Ito naman ang timing.
Grabe, grabe, grabe. Sabi may Victor pa lang nakatago doon, Lord.
Bakit meron na naman akong summoners?
Tingin nila.
I can flash again.
Yung backup
Meron
battery.
tayong buff, backup battery. Every 15 seconds pwede mag-reset yung basic ability.
Ay, kaya lang nagkakaroon ng ganyan pag nakaka-push na inhib.
Pag nakakapatay.
Oo.
Mas marami yung kills natin.
Yay, Tarek.
Ay, kailangan ng mag-reset.
Oh no! Mapatay ko si kuya ko!
Gusto ko nang mag-ano yung merge ng mga region. Kaya nun.
Foreshadowing, foreshadowing. No!
Next na natin yung wish end.
Alan.
Ano yan?
Ay, gagi.
Oh!
Gagi.
Oh, papatay pa ako.
Oh, tech na.
No!
Oh no.
Winnable, winnable.
Ay, gagi. Damage pala yung Renado, hindi lang pala si...
Ang inang crit yan.
Ang base ah.
Kino, my son, you were a fool.
Voice lines yung bisa.
Oh, time vulnerable.
Grabe yung bait. SS.
No dominance. Ano yung buff na?
Oh!
Masakit yan. Finally win.
Legit.
Oo nga pala.
GG.
Kaya nga.
Yung dalawa minsan tatlo. GG.
GG.
Ay, maglalaro si Rafa ang putik.
Grabe yung damage ni Lucian.
GG.
Ano?